Wow, things are actually functioning. It's amazing. Alright, we're just gonna dive right into it tonight. I've got all sorts of stuff going on. What in the world? Hi everyone, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Wowzers. Okay, so we've got music's going. Streams going. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh my gosh, there's so many people streaming right now. It's so cool. Let's get a couple of buddy streams on the back burner here. What the heck? Looks like somebody raided Joe while I was gone. Nice. Man, oh man. Welcome in, kids. Welcome in. Come on into the crazy train town of a stream that I am working on tonight. Holy smokes. We're starting super late tonight. Had to get the kids in bed. It's usually the hubs does that, but he's out with the friendos this evening. So that's why we're here doing it solo. That's alright though. Let me go ahead and turn that off. Should we wheel in the TV today? I'm thinking we might. I don't know. Nah, no TV tonight. No TV tonight. No TV tonight. Alright, so SciFiTEMBER is what we are working on. Tonight is day 6. No, we are not doing them in order at all because I don't have the time to commit to a daily thing right now in my life. So we are just kind of doing the prompts as they fall on the live stream days. So our dear friend Jeremy Stoltz and Tim Conrad both have collaborated. This is the 3rd year that they've been collaborating in doing SciFiTEMBER, which is a all month long sci-fi themed prompt list. And we started off the month last stream, last Friday, we did Antibody, which we drew a little homage, if you will, to the Last of Us series, where we drew Ellie, and that kind of showed off her bite on her arm, and it was all healed up and everything. It's just a scar left over, and she never ended up turning into and getting infected by the virus that was going around. So that was a very good example of antibody, since antibodies are in our bloods and they help protect us and fight off all the bad things. So that was last Friday, and then today is September 6th. So the word vibe is our prompt word for tonight. Excuse me. I still have some crud left over from the back to school cruddy stuff that the kids brought home last week. Super fun. So here, let's switch over to art. Here's the drawing from last Friday. We're keeping it small. These are like 4x6 sized drawings, and I'm going to keep them pencil to kind of keep it a little more simple. So that is what we did last week. That's Ellie and showing off her bite. And then we're going to start with a brand new sheet of paper, and we're going to start with Vibe. I need to get my pencil out, but I also need to get Some inspiration. Sci-fi vibes. Get my pencil out. Let's get the pencil out. I hope everyone's been having a good week so far. Oh, throwing stuff around over here already. Alright, I've got a couple of pencils. Here's the kneaded eraser. I love my erasers. I have plenty to choose from. Alright. Okay. So let's switch over. We're going to go to Pinterest for a moment. Switch over to sci-fi vibes and see if there's anything good that pops out to inspire us. This is kind of cool, a little triangle thing. I like the crystal thing too. There was something that I found earlier today. Let me see if I can pull that up. Where are the images? The images. If we just do an image search, yeah, the saved pictures. There was a really cool one I liked. We may just do this because this is kind of like, why is it all gross looking? I don't know. Open. No, I don't want to save it. Open image in a new tab. Let's take a look. Oh, because it's super tiny. That's why. And we're not doing color, so that may not translate well. Let's pass on that. Let's keep looking. Let's keep looking. I kind of like this sci-fi. It's almost Star Wars-y. Ooh, it's got a little rocket taken off too. That's kind of cool. Again, I don't want to do dark backgrounds because that's going to be a lot of pencil work to shade all that in, but a lot of sci-fi is kind of dark. It's a really cool garden. A little futuristic. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. This is what happens when you don't come to a live stream with a plan. You figure out your plan while you're live. I don't know. I don't know. We just need a sci-fi vibe that I can vibe with. Do we do robots? Do we do futuristic communities? That's trippy. Sci-fi always has really creative shapes. Outside of the box thinking kind of stuff. So that's kind of what I'm kind of looking for. Ooh, that's really cool. That's almost fantasy more than sci-fi though. Little aliens. Little aliens. I don't know. I like this building that was up here. I'm gonna probably vibe off of that image for this one. And we'll just make it. Here we go. This'll work. I like it. Yeah, I guess we'll save that image. We'll save it. Open that up over here. We'll open that up over here. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, let's get some sketch going. Let's get kind of sketchy. Alright, so this is going to be... I know the image was portrait, but we're going to do it more of a landscape style. Did I use up all the... Nope, I haven't used up all the lead in this yet. If you guys are wondering, I'm using a high-tech art pencil here. It comes in a plastic pack of like 5,000 of them at your local Walmart. It's super, super high-tech professional stuff. Yeah. Something like that. So we're just gonna... Lots of round shapes. And they have like little pointy... They look almost like rocket launch pads on top here, which is kind of neat. and their little platform. And it kind of swoops down a little bit here. And then there's a whole nother level here. I don't even know what these buildings are. They could be business buildings. They could be like futuristic condos. Who knows? Who knows? It can be whatever you want them to be in your happy little sci-fi world. Happy little trees and whatnot, you know. We're just... It's your world, we're just living in it. Your little sci-fi happy place. Just a bunch of curved lines, a couple of ovals thrown in. There's gonna be some light sources, kind of pin lights, if you will, kind of shooting off. Kind of differentiate the different levels. And this is kind of coming down this way. And I'm drawing this way too big already. That figures. That's okay. And then this kind of just goes down. Just playing around with the shapes, getting them in here, making them look decent. This is super close up, that's alright. We're just going to focus in on that. And then that's going to be our kind of big frame off to that side. And then over here is going to be another bigger building, but it's going to be a little bit farther in the distance. And this has more of a mushroom cap vibe to it. It's got like all these little lines underneath. It looks almost like a top of a hamburger because it's got like all these little lights. It definitely looks like a hamburger bun. It's kind of silly. And then we've got this little slope. We're just adding layers on top of layers at this point. This is looking pretty cool. This would be a fun one to do with colored pencil. This has a lot of different like shade, like smooth edges being represented. So it'd be really neat to actually and this is like a little orbit. It looks like a hula hoop almost. With these support beams coming down. That's kind of fun. Yep. Okay, and then we're going to focus on some more of the smaller buildings. There's a building here. This looks almost like a lighthouse in certain ways. Just drawing like a little futuristic city inspired by science fiction, because this place does not exist in the world. So we're just doing some fun building shapes. Get all kooky with our architecture. Let's see. So center there, and a couple of shapes like that. Cool, cool. I like that. And then this just goes straight down, and this tucks. We're gonna tuck that right in front, so this part of the building disappears. All right, and then we've got a lot going on in the background, but it's really just, let's check out where the horizon is actually kind of like that. And there's a bunch of more like flatter, rounder buildings, but there's one building structure that's really catching my attention. That's just over here, that are really just two spheres. And then they have like these almost sand dune pyramid structures kind of attached to it, which is kind of interesting. And then there's like roadway. There's like highways flying through. So that's nifty. All right, and then behind those, there's a couple of other little round and mushroom top highlights, but then the rest of these buildings are like just like spheres and like rounded edged buildings, almost oval or domed, which is kind of neat. And that makes more sense because, like, modern architecture, there's not a lot of circle-y, soft, round corners. It's very rigid, rectangle. Even some of the more modern buildings are very polygonal, where they have sharp, pointy, angled lines. And so there's not a lot of, like, round-topped structures. And I don't know what planet or environment I think this would actually show up in. I'm not sure. It's kind of interesting though. Doop-a-doop-a-doop-doop-doop. Maybe in the future we all live inside of stadiums and arenas. So it seems like every other year, or every 5 to 10 years, they're constantly rebuilding event centers, it's stadiums, to have the most like state-of-the-art whatever, to keep all the millionaires and multi-millionaires happy in their crazy-ass world of sports. Or whatever. I don't know. I don't know why they do the things they do. They don't ask me about it. Alright, so there's, here in this little foreground or mid-ground area, there are some hints of a roadway system. So we're going to draw some lines indicating there's some sort of transportation happening. I like that. This one has a really big highway that's coming through here and swings around this building with a really serious curve. So we're going to figure out what that's about. That. It's actually not a correct curve. Let's try this again. Do-over. Do-over. Yeah, that's not where that goes. This goes Jason, how's it going, buddy? How's your world? What's up, Buttercup? Woot woot! We're just getting some art on around here. It is SciFiTEMBER. Same as everyone else, not flat. Fair. That is fair. I love that we are all coexisting in a 3D world where we are all three-dimensional polygons and spherical shapes of some sort or another. Very much cool with that. Yeah, so we're working on SciFiTEMBER tonight. It's the monthly prompt that our friend Jeremy Stoltz and Tim Conrad had put together. He started doing this about 3 years ago. This is the third year. 2 years ago. This is the third year officially. And so tonight's word is vibe. And I didn't really want to do anything from a specific movie or anything. I just wanted to kind of hit like a general feel of sci-fi. So I'm drawing like this futuristic city and trying to focus on like the shapes of the architecture and whatnot. And so far it's turning out all right. So that's what we're doing. We're just having some fun, vibing to the jams and making a futuristic world for an alien civilization to live in. You know, just a regular Wednesday on the internet. What am I gonna do with 40 subscriptions to Vibe? Ooh. Wait, is Vibe's an actual magazine? Is it actually? Oh god, is it a naughty one? Oh, it's a hip hop. Okay, I got you. It's the Black African American culture and stuff. Gotcha. I'm so not. Oh, that was from Office Space? Well, shit. I am so not honoring Office Space with that. I should turn in my Office Space flair needs to be turned in and retired. Yep. That happened. That totally happened. Okay, so let's do like this cool like gazebo-y-ish area. It's not really gazebo. I don't know what's in this, but there's like a lot of spheres. But like there's a sphere. What is with all the spheres in this world? Who knows? Who knows? Office Space. Killing me with the Office Space. I absolutely loved Office Space. I even have I got a stapler, man. I've got a I've got a red swingline stapler. You know? I should have gotten the Vibe thing. You know, that just tells me that I'm due up for watching it again. That's what it tells me. Gotta work on my jump to conclusions game skills. My kids are old enough that they can watch that and actually enjoy it now. Kitten Biscuit, I know you got an ad break. I didn't really say much while you were gone. Kitten Biscuits, how's it going? How's it going, friendo? I was saying that I needed to turn in my Office Space fan club membership card for not understanding that reference. But, however, I do have a red swingline stapler. Well, it's red-orange because that was what was available. But I do have a red swingline stapler. It's true. It is true. And when I was in college, they had the mini swingline staplers. You bet your ass I got the red one. You got one too. It's right here. Hell yeah. I mean, they really shouldn't even make any other color, to be quite honest. But I can't wait. I can't wait to share that movie with the kiddos. Jason, my daughter, is officially a teenager now. My oldest has finally landed in a new age bracket. So I feel old as fuck. Your oldest started middle school yesterday. That was our adventure. Well, junior high, because there is a difference between middle school and junior high. So I have been told. Yeah. So 7th and 8th grade. So my daughter's an 8th grader this year. So yeah, welcome to the land of hormones and drama. But she is rocking it. She's a band kid. She's a pom kid. She still has Girl Scouts when we can make it there because our schedule's so dang busy. Are those my Discord notifications going off? It's very likely. My Discord is always going off. And I usually have the voice channel open, but I'm trying to find the mute channel on my end. Oh no! It's possible. So, yeah. Well, I don't know. I did hear them. Streamer mode is enabled. Usernames have been truncated. Okay. I usually do have them set up to go off so I can hear them. I don't think it bothers too many people unless you're trying to find it on your own. So, sorry. Sorry. Alright, so, yes. Back to the land of future. We're just building a metropolis that doesn't exist. That's what we're doing tonight, friends. We're just drawing random buildings. Maybe make like a rocket launch in the distance. It's gonna be a pretty good size rocket so you can see some detail. It's a vibe, that's right. It's totally a vibe. We are vibing with the sci-fi vibe. I'm digging it. It was either that or I was gonna draw a witch tonight, and I still might. Because pencil drawings go a lot faster than my normal colored drawings. So we may still have time to play a little witch drawing. I have the sketch going. I've been kind of playing with it on and off. It's a draw this in your own style for Princess PJs, if you guys are familiar with that beautiful human. She did a glorious little caricature sketch of a witch, and if you guys know what draw this in your own style challenges are, she posts the artwork and then you take the artwork and you kind of make it your own, and then she'll do a little showcase thing on her stream whenever the date is that she said it was. But anyways, that's how that works. I have started sketching it out, but I haven't gotten very far, and I've been working on it very slowly. So if we finish this futuristic vibe off sooner than the end of the stream, we may work on that for a little bit. We may just do that. So we're doing some little spiky buildings in the back to kind of make this an interesting landscape area, a horizon line. This is kind of fun. Let's make a statement building here. It's gonna have like a reed shaped side on this one. Not that big though. Let's make it a little smaller. A little shorter. I was like super tall. There we go. I like that better. Looks almost like a fingernail. That's kind of weird. It's kind of weird, you guys. Let's make it look less weird. Let's put a dome thing inside there. There we go. That'll work. That'll work. It's a fab thing. Yep, yep, yep. I haven't listened to this playlist in a long time. Or radio station, whatever they call themselves. It's kind of nice to have mixed it up every once in a while. Alright, little spiky thing back here. Yeah, that looks good. So your friend from high school who's married Coleman, yeah. Oh, they're coming back to Oklahoma? Really? That's interesting. Is he not coaching anymore? Back to OSU. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense for them. Good for them. Good for them. That's awesome. Good times. Yeah. Is the wrestling world still being good to you? Doing your podcast thing? Okay. I kind of like that. I'm kind of happy with how that is. I just smudged the crap out of this big building, though. Yeah, traveling to Serbia. What? Dude, you get to go to the coolest places. That's so rad.
My God, okay.
Whoa.
Everybody say con.
Creation, how's it going? Welcome on in. Crade. Oh no, I got Crade. A good vibe. Okay, those emotes are perfect for this stream. Welcome on in, guys. Welcome on in. If you have never been here or have never seen or talked to me, my name is Lindsay. This is the Badger Makes channel. We do, me and the voices inside my head. We do traditional art here usually. And this evening we are playing along with the monthly challenge called SciFiTEMBER. And tonight's prompt word is vibe. So we are vibing on this futuristic world that we are building here. And it's been a lot of fun, kind of just feeling my way through it and playing around with the different shapes, and it's been a lot of good times. Grayson, what did you guys do in your stream this evening? Get you a proper shout out. Thank you for the raid. And if you are wanting to share any links or websites, arts, whatevers, please feel free. Look at this cutie pie little. Oh my gosh, that is the tiniest easel. That is adorable. That's a good clip. Look at that. Look at that. That's the cutest art. I love it. We love doing fan art around here too. Let me see a couple of most recents. Let me share. You turn them into magnets? Okay, that's the coolest. Let me pull out this bigger book here. These are some most recents that I've done. They're color pencil and alcohol marker combination. That's typically the medium that I like to work in. Let me see if I can tilt this up a little bit. Please? Please tilt this up. Okay, it's not gonna play. I'm not gonna fight with it. Alright, so we did some you do some fan art and some OC. Same here. Same here. I love doing a lot of community challenges too. So Instagram challenges and a lot of the Twitch art community challenges. This was one for Anthony Wheeler. It was Nightmare Furby. And so I turned a Furby into an uwu girl. So that was fun. A little e-girl action. And then I just kind of continued down the 80s and 90s toy path for a couple of weeks. And so I've got a Popple. Can you share your link tree? Absolutely, you certainly can. Absolutely. And then we did some OG My Little Pony. Has your Instagram? Heck yeah. And then we did some Snorks. The Snorks were fun. Snorks were fun because a lot of people, this cartoon's old enough, because it ended in like the early 80s. It was old enough that a lot of people didn't even know what they were. And so it was fun kind of revisiting those characters. So there's a couple of pieces that I've done here. This month I'm working in pencil. So it's an ugly link. No worries, no worries. But this is Ellie from The Last of Us. And she's showing off her little bite on her arm. If you guys are familiar with the storyline, she has an immunity to the virus that's going around and causing the pandemic in the world, whatnot. And so the word of the day was antibody. So I thought that was somewhat fitting. You love the game? Yeah, I don't play a ton of video games, but I have watched my husband play The Last of Us, and we did watch the series. It's a very sad story, but it's also so well told that it's quite all right. So sometimes it's good to have tragedies. They make really good stories. You guys, we're gonna take a look over on Grayson's Instagrams and do some peeky sues. Oh my gosh, this is so good. Is this acrylic? Is it acrylic or is it... What medium are you using? This is so good. Acrylic paintings. Yepers? I thought so. Ooh, look at the dots on the edge. Okay, so that's really cool. I like how you pulled the dots around the edge as kind of a nice little accent instead of just doing like a solid color. That's really rad. Look at that. Yo, that's cool. Oh my gosh! Okay, that's rad. That's really rad. All that texture, bro. Dude. Wait, did you make these? 2 large plush pillows I have created. Dude. That is so cool. That's actually a really large painting. Wait, did it have the size on there? Yeah, 20 by 16. Holy mother. How long did it take you to paint that? How long did it take you to paint this octopus? Sorry, I know I'm like bouncing back and forth. Okay, we're gonna I like these up close and personal shots. This is like super sexy art goodness. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh, yeah, it's so good. So good. Okay, and I freaking love those. Those are so tiny, little 2-inch ones. Oh, from Castlevania. I painted that octopus. It's in probably 10-ish streams, so maybe like 40 hours. That, yeah, that's fair. Oh my gosh, look at all this. Look at all this. Okay, so I'm gonna give you like, here after stream, I'm probably gonna like stalk your whole entire feed and love bomb you, but for right now we're hitting that follow button. I suggest everybody else do the follow button thing as well. And if you're not following Creation on the Twitchiverse, which I'm solving that problem right now because I don't know why I wasn't already following you, but we are definitely going to be fixing all of those problems. All right. Please, please, please give Creation all the love. Thank you again for the lovely raid. I love meeting new art friends, especially ones that have such incredible talent. My God, it's so awesome. Okay. I love me some art. I love me some art, y'all. Okay. Speaking of art, I need to get this done. These art pieces are going to be quick and dirty pencil drawings. They are not going to be very highly detailed, but that's kind of the nature of doing a monthly art challenge. You just slop your way through it and pray for the best. You love traditional art. I'm excited to see the pencil drawings. Nice. Thanks. I'm actually very much out of practice of doing just pencil because I've gotten so used to doing I do an alcohol marker base after the sketch, and then I build up the values and the textures with colored pencils, so I'm really comfortable working with those two mediums together. And so I've kind of slacked on my pencil work. And even my digital art has been slacking lately too. I do Procreate, and I'm just not consistent enough with working with it to feel 1000% comfortable drawing in it. Because it really is. It's like, it's a completely different medium all on its own. It's gotta take some, you gotta put in the hours to learn the new stuff. And I've been dabbling. Oh, we're doing an ad break right now, so I will hold that thought for a moment. Yeah. Almost there. Alright, we should be coming back from that ad break. Welcome back. You didn't miss anything. I stopped my ramblings. I do ramble a lot. I apologize if I go off the rails, but that's okay. What was I saying? Yes, so digital art. I'm working on it. Oh, I did pick up a new app called Nomad Sculpt, which is actually a 3D digital sculpting program that's very, very dynamic, and it has a lot of really good professional quality tools in it where you can actually create something on your iPad and then export it out and print it on a 3D printer if you wanted to. And it has like all these really cool lighting features and textures and stuff. And so my good friend CS Murphy has been kind of helping me stay inspired to learn that medium because he's really, really good at 3D sculpting. And also, if you know Cream of Egbert and Outsider Arts, they're also streamers here. They also play along with the 3D sculpting apps. And so those guys have really kept me curious enough to dabble into the 3D world in the digital landscape, which is kind of a fun thing to play in. These are going to be lights. So yeah, I'm always looking out for new creative outlets. I think it's so cool that you sew as well, so you have some like textile passion. That's really cool. I can sew. I am horrible at crochet. I that is one thing that I've never been able to pick up. Ooh, I've never played with 3D World. It sounds fun. Oh, you're also a tattoo apprentice? Oh man, you would pick it up. I think you would pick it up pretty quick. Do you have an iPad? Nomad I think is, well, and Procreate. I think both of those are iPad only.
My God!
Jeremy!
Everybody stay calm.
Welcome in, guys.
Everyone, what's the procedure?
Stay freaking calm, everyone. Jeremy is here. Hi, crew. How's it going? Gothella, Tree Smoker, Scotty B, Crafty Lori. Hi, guys. How'd the stream go? How'd the stream go? Let's get Jer Bear a little shout out here. If you guys don't know Jer Bear, or Jeremy Stoltz, if you will, he is responsible for this SciFiTEMBER shenanigans.
First time chat viewer Cody. Oh my goodness, a raid from Cody. Woo woo!
Make sure you guys are following him. He streams every single day.
Wow. Wow. I do not think I have.
That was a Cody Chevy raid. I know it. I know that Cody. I know that Cody.
Excellent!
Scotty, raiding and running. That's okay. Thank you for the bits, you sweet bean you. I hope you have some good rest. There are 2 trees. There's a whole forest. There's a tree smoker forest. So yes, SciFiTEMBER, the thing that we are working on this evening, Jeremy Stoltz is the founding father, if you will. Stream is pretty good. Did a full page dystopian goodness and bad vibes. Ooh. Are we gonna have it dropped in the chitty chat, or do I need to go find it somewhere? Because I may have to just. Yeah, I know. I give Timmy all the love, but you're here and he's not. Bad vibes, good vibes, all the vibes, all around. If Jer, when you get your art in, Jer, let me know and we'll give it a little bit of love if you wanna. Don't worry if you need to run and go do self-care stuff. That's cool too, because I know you work crazy hours. So tonight for our space vibe, or sci-fi, excuse me, our sci-fi vibe tonight is just a random futuristic city, if you will. I found this really cool photo on Pinterest that's kind of inspired me, and so I liked the vibe. Pencil drawings again, that's right. Pencil drawings for the month of September. I will be doing all pencil drawings. That's going to keep my sanity and stress levels as low as possible when it comes to trying to get something done in one stream. Because I am slow AF when it comes to art. Compared, if you dare to compare, which, you know, comparison is like, I don't know the phrase exactly, but it's not good for your mental health. Let's just say that. Yes, comparison is no good. But we all do it, right? We all compare ourselves to other people. And I am significantly slower than some other artists. I have gotten faster. Yes, thank you. Comparison is the thief of joy. Amen. I need that like on a thing on the wall. Jeremy is a beast at busting out art. You are not kidding, but Jeremy's also been very well practiced at doing it daily for 3-4 million years. Good night and take care. Good night, Scotty. It's always good to see you, buddy. I think it's only important to compare yourself to your own art. I agree. And that way you can see where you've been, you can compare it to where you are now, and you can bask in your growth. Posting all 6 days currently. Woo, we're going to have a little art show. I'm kind of excited. There it is. All right, guys, we're going to pop in to Discord land, and we are going to look at some Jeremy Stoltz art. He's been doing all the days, so we're going to start with day 1 is antibody is the prompt. So we got a little space guy here with his little gun, and he's got his little antibody thing over here in this canister. He's off to save the world. There's a story going on. Jeremy, you have to pop in and tell me the story. I've been in most of your streams to catch bits and pieces. But anyways, he's gotten the antibody. He's brought it back into his ship. There's clearly an ill and slowly fading crewmate here on in the med bay, and he has got the antibody to save the day. And day 2 was a vessel. So this little sickly pal is our vessel for the antibody. I love the creative multiverse backpack. Yeah, day 1, if you guys see this little sunset doodad, that is the creative multiverse logo designed by no other than my buddy Joe Burke. Day 3, we take our vessel. Day 3 is dystopian. We have flown our ship to this city. I really like how you broke this into like a comic book style, so it's definitely carrying on. There you go, Lori. You got the logo drop. The sun. I love this. It's all like dirty, and there's some like moss stuff growing down here. All right, and this is the next day. What's the next day? Corrupt. Corrupt is the day 4, and we have some hold on, I'm gonna have to open this up over here so I can read the things. All right, so the top box says we are coming in for a landing, says the little purple robot, and the Jeremy, the little astronaut character guy, says that's good. And it says, don't use landing bay 94. It's been overrun and is corrupt. Roger, roger. Oh my gosh, this is great. This is great. So we have robot guy here, we got astronaut guy here, and we're talking about where to land the ship. Don't land in the wrong spot. It will be not good. Okay, day 5 is Echo. Day 5 is Echo. Again, I've got to zoom in on this. Okay, top box says, yes, the antibody worked, and now we wait. Sir, you were successful. Yay, our crewmate has been healed. Good news, I must tell you, we found something strange on the monitor. Uh-oh. We have been getting some echo sounds coming from your old base. The corrupted one. Oh boy, this is not gonna be good. Then my mission isn't done. I'm going back out there. Oh my gosh. What a hero-y thing to say. Alright, day 6 is Vibe. This is gonna catch us up to today. Later at the former base. This is a really cool base. The base and Echo are coming from up there. No more bad vibes from you. And then the robot says, I've got a bad feeling about this. Dun dun dun! Stay tuned tomorrow to find out what happens next. on day 7, where the prompt word is virus. It's a cliffhanger. You've got to subscribe to Jeremy to find out what happens next. He's going to carry you through a saga that will be so epic. You're going to have to stay tuned. I'm hyped. I'm hyped right now. Well done, Jeremy. Well done, Jeremy Stoltz. I like it. I'm here for it. Maybe your flight crew can come visit this land. I need to, name this place. I don't even know what it is. But it's got, like a moon or a planet or something over here. Something like that. Looks pretty cool. I also have none of this planned. It's all being thought while I load up OS. See, you know what, Jeremy? That's just the way you roll, though. And you can come up with some of the most creative stuff on the fly. It's quite impressive. It really is. Truly, truly. I cannot wait to find out what happens next on, your sci-fi adventure that you're creating.
Honey Badger don't care. Honey Badger don't
Who's
give a
in
shit.
here?
It just takes what it wants.
That sounds like Chris. That sounds like Chris to me. How's it going, Chris? What's up, dude? Be careful in Jeremy's stream. There's a little tree running around eating toes. Uh-oh. Did you forget to feed your kid? Is that why she's eating toes? Nom 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 nom. Not the toes. Not the toes. Oh. Get those peaches. Oh, let's go. No licking the toes. No licking the toes. That gets weird.
Excellent!
Sugar, thanks for the beaties, you sweet bean, you. Well, I hope you guys have had a wonderful Wednesday so far. Glad you guys are hanging out with me for at least a little bit tonight. We got a late start on our stream today, but...
Excellent!
Whoa! Lori with the bits, too? And the cutie little corgi bits. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's happening?
Honey Badger don't care.
My
Honey
God,
Badger don't give a
okay,
shit.
it's
It just
happening.
takes
Everybody
what
stay
it
calm.
wants.
Hi,
For
Joe!
my dinner
What's the
report, I had
procedure?
homemade grilled chicken sandwiches. with
There's
toasted
so much
bread.
happening right now.
No, no.
Hi, Joe. Welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. You have 12 friends with you today.
What a special friend you are.
Hi. Hold on a second. Before I talk to Joe, Chris did announce his dinner report, and he had some grilled chicken sandwiches with toasted bread, which sounds absolutely amazing. Thank you for sharing that with us. We're all hungry for a midnight snack now. Let's get Joe that shout out. Joe, if you want to share your progress, I am happy to share that on the stream. I will be saying hello to all of our friends here in just a moment. So many things happening. There he is. If you guys aren't following Joe.
Dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu.
I love it. I mean,
So, yeah.
you get art, you get music, you get serenaded while taking a trip into the land of retro goodness with Joe over on his stream. So make sure you click the follow button on the one and only Joseph Burke Arts. He is my brother from another mother, and you guys are about 3 minutes away from triggering off a hype train. You guys are crazy. You guys are super hyped tonight. All these friends who somebody followed in here. Alice in Wonderland, thank you for the follow. It's good to see you. Thanks for being here, guys. We just had Jeremy Stoltz raid in right before you, Joe, and he was sharing all of his SciFiTEMBER journey. It's good to see you. Oh, stop. Here we go. Got some arts. Oh my gosh, this looks really good. You guys. So Joe has been working on some Halloween artwork. And he's been working on the Phantom of the Opera this week, the last couple of streams, and he's really dove into the detail on these. He did the hand and the hair tonight, looking fabulous. Can we just take a moment and look at this gingivitis, because it's legit. It's legit. We're just gonna start at the top. We're gonna work our way down and bask in the details, because there's a lot going on here. Look at all these highlights on the side. And when I was hanging out over there, he did say that he's working. His reference is a black and white photo. And so he is having to add in color, kind of just based off of educated guess. His gums are kind of scary in themselves. Well, you know, oral hygiene is important. Just ask Austin Powers. He doesn't understand it either. It's fine. Joe, wonderful work as usual. I cannot wait to see this finished. Eric was deformed from birth. Was he? I thought this was makeup. Is that his actual teeth, though? Eric is the Phantom's name, by the way? Like the actor's name or like the Phantom's name? Because I can't remember the details of the story as well as... It's not fresh on the dome, if you will. It's the Phantom's name. Okay. That's fair. Well, that's what makes him kind of scary. Lon Chaney. Okay. Lon Chaney. Very good, very good, very good. Yeah, so I'm going to switch back over here. We are working on our sci-fi vibe here tonight. Okay, ladies and gents, gotta get heavy highlights. Jeremy, thank you again for the raid. Please get rest. And there's the ad break too to go with it. That's too funny. That's too funny. Yep. Yep, there is ads happening for sure. Boop boop doop boop 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 doop boop doop boop boop. 3, 2, and 1 is we're backs. Are we backsies? I think we're backsies. Welcome back. You guys didn't miss a thing. I didn't say a word. I didn't say a word. I just colored. I just drew that line right there. Gotta run, show love, 8 a.m. fast labs. Oh my gosh. Will you go get some rest, Joe? Thanks again for the raid. All of my cool friends coming in to say hello tonight. I just feel so honored. I love you guys. I love you guys so much. Golly. Just gets my heart all squishy. Squishy hearts. Start kind of getting some shading in here. What time is it? It's 11? That's not too bad. I'm Central Time for anybody that is curious. My time is in the middle of the United States. So all my East Coaster friends have to go night-night. Because it's past their bedtime. $12:03. That's right. It's midnight on the Eastern land. All those All those Eastern time zone people are turning into pumpkins. It's true. I wish this camera did the pencil art a little bit better justice, but it's okay. I'm on my way to bed too, but I'm glad to have been here for the raid. See you around. It's always great to see you, Allison. I hope you pop back in again on Friday and hang out with us. Hope you have some good rest. Yep, my normal streamy time is Wednesdays and Fridays. And I start my stream around 9:30 p.m. Central Time. And we just have a good time here. We just hang out and art and be silly. Not tonight for whatever reason. I don't know why, but usually I have a Discord voice channel open that you guys are welcome to come and join me. Hang out and chat in there while we art. You know what I'm overdue for, and I say this and then I never schedule it. I need to schedule it. Is we need an art party. We need an art party. Sometimes more silly than arting. This is also true, but you know what? It's healthy for the mind to be silly. It is good for your mental health. I recommend everyone be silly. And if you can art and be silly at the same time, that's even better. It's even better. What the heck? Why is this thing, like, being weird? Framing! Framing is everything. So, I need to start thinking about October. I don't think I'm gonna do Inktober this year, you guys. Which I originally thought that I would be brokenhearted about it because Inktober kind of really got me into doing more regular traditional art. Because I went to school for graphic design. I was a professional graphic designer for like 8 years. As like, you know, full-time 9-to-5 job sort of thing. And then I became a mama, had the opportunity to stay home, and so I did. And since staying home, I was doing like some freelance graphic design work on the side here and there, but I wasn't really doing anything else really creative. And then I met Joe and Jeremy on other live streaming platforms, not Twitch, and really inspired me to do more traditional art. Really tap in and kind of hone those skills. And so very, very thankful for that coming back into my life because it kind of gave me purpose outside of being a mom, because being a mom is awesome, but it's not you as a person. It's just part of you. I had to learn that too. It's okay to have hobbies and be a mom. So that was very good, healthy for me mentally. And so I didn't stream it though, really, other than just kind of like private meetings, because Joe lives in Florida, Jeremy lives in Michigan, I'm like in Oklahoma, so obviously we weren't like hanging out around like a dinner table. We actually had, you know, we were live streaming, but it wasn't like this. It wasn't like Twitch. It was more, it was very, I don't know how to describe it, honestly. Twitch is almost more show-like. Like, you have a presentation that you're giving to the audience, which is something that I never really did until coming here to Twitch. I did a little bit on the platform that we were on called Haps. I started doing it a little bit over there, but I wasn't like really comfortable in doing it. It feels more like a virtual street performance. Exactly, yeah. So I was originally used to just having it way more casual, where it was super cool to have multiple people on the same stream, and they just kind of come and go, and they were like, you know, it wasn't like all about the, oh, look at my art, look what I can do. It was just kind of like, we're making art together, it's cool, whatever. So that was kind of a big adjustment coming over to Twitch, because the other platform shut down. That was the reason why. That's the reason why we're all over here now. We were kind of refugees for a while, if you will. And so I tried to kind of bring that same feel over here, but the culture is so different here that it wasn't really working right. And that's part of the reason why I like to have the voice channel open, because it gives people an opportunity to come in and just be like, hey, how's it going? But there are nights like tonight where I'm just like, I have to hurry and get this done and focus, so we're not doing the voice channel thing tonight. But typically, I like to have it open so people can come in and just hang. While they're hanging out with me, they can, like, not have to type literally every thought that they want to talk about. Besides, it gets you away from the horrible ad breaks that you have to endure. I mean, you still have to watch the stream to be a part of the chat. And I think that's part of it too. Helps, I bet, with the flow of chat too. Yeah. As you know, having the voice channel open, I've seen streamers do it really well, and I've seen streamers not do it very well. And it takes practice. Not every streamer is used to having a chat, first of all. And it's really difficult for them to be able to do this and pay attention to chat at the same time, because it's very much ADD squirrel mentality whenever it comes to focus. And so I can see where nobody would want to add to that chaos. But I've been streaming since 2015, y'all. I've been doing it for a minute. So I'm really, really good at reading chat and having a conversation. And because I learned how to do live streaming from day one with multiple people on the screen, in addition to having the chat, my brain can fully function with having two different but yet the same conversations going on at the same time. Because if you're engaging your chat with the conversation you're having with your guests, so everybody's a part of the same conversation, the chat doesn't feel like they're getting left out, because their comments are still getting read, you're still interacting with them, and your guest is also interacting with them as well, which is really cool. And some streamers can do that, and some streamers can't do that. Because it's a lot. It takes practice. It takes a lot of practice. And I think that's what's really cool about the live streaming community, is that people are super cool about helping people, because we're all on different levels of live streaming knowledge, if you will. I certainly don't know everything. I'm really liking how this building's turning out. It's turning out really nice. Mice and ducks, what's up? It's a city! Yes, it is a sci-fi vibe city. I don't have a name for it, though. If you chat, if you guys want to name the city, go for it. I will include the name in my Instagram post whenever we post this up before bed tonight. Bob, what's up, Mr. Blu-ray? The city's name is Bob. I have streamed since 2016, but used to play Zelda games in 2020-ish. I picked doing my art on stream instead. Nice. It's kind of nice to be able to flip back and forth between those things too, though, right? Because I mean, I think that's what's great about us as humans is that we have multiple interests. The Badges Colony? Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. You guys come up with a few suggestions and maybe we'll run a poll and vote. That might be a fun thing to do. We'll vote at the end of the streamy stream. It's interesting to see how much Twitch has changed, but the art community is growing so nicely. It really, oh my gosh, I cannot say enough nice words about the art community. I have always had such a wonderful experience with all the art streamers here. And I know that's not true with everyone. I mean, there's definitely going to be personality clashes and all that stuff. But I've not had a negative. Little Tree says vibe check. Like, check yourself. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. I was streaming and had my voice chat open, and people in your Discord would come in and not knowing you were streaming. That can happen too. That is also true. Yes. I have it set up in my server that it changes the person's role to streaming, but if nobody's actually paying attention to that, yeah, they've definitely come in and been like, oh, are you live? I'm like, yes, I am. I make it very clear in the rules of my server too, and I'm like, bro, likely we're streaming if we're voice chatting. I don't do a lot of hangouts in the voice chats if I'm not on stream usually, so it would be very rare. Very rare. Very rare indeed. Boop, boop, boo doo doo doo. I think that voice is saying Starman. I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm not used to music that has words in it when I'm streaming. So it's kind of catching me off guard a little. Starman. You know, I may, in October, I may focus on doing some more portraits, because I'm really rusty. Boy, last stream, that Ellie piece really showed a light on how rusty my portrait skills are. So I may need to do a phase of art, just focusing in on getting those skill sets honed back in a little bit. I also used to be really good at hands, and I'm not good at them anymore. If you don't use it, you lose it, friends. Oh, trees. Tree fam. I thought of you yesterday, and I wanted to remember to tell you. Little Tree's art adventure that she's on. Check out on YouTube Brad's Art School. It covers, in animated form, it covers the core basics of art. So color theory, shape, figure drawing, just basic good fundamental art knowledge. If that is something that you are wanting to study, he does a really good job explaining the basics of it. And my son doesn't even like art, and he loves watching the videos. So that is something to definitely look up. Brad's Art School. It's really cool for kiddos. Faux show. Yep. Do. This music's kind of a bop tonight, you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I've been kind of digging it. Mice and ducks, thinking about redoing an anatomy lesson myself. You know, it's always good to brush up on those things because there's certain stuff that you lose, especially if you don't use it a lot. And there's so many muscles and tendons and, you know, angles and all the things that it's almost impossible to not lose some skills. You just kind of have to brush back up on it all, you know? So we may be doing some of that just to help me help myself. You guys, the time is flying tonight. That must mean we're doing good work. If we're having time fly. Ads are happening. Yep. Yep. I'm trying not to put my hand on the paper so I don't smudge it to death. Because that's what I did earlier. Yeah, I know all about the ads. Ads are happening. Twitch has really cool reminders now in chat. Where it has the countdown. Welcome back, Attack. Yippers. Yeah, they have like this little purple box that pops up now. It's like, your community is in an ad break. And then it has a countdown. And it says, your community is back from an ad break. It's like, well, thank you. That's so kind of you to let me know. Now, if I'm not looking at it, obviously, Red Bull gives them wings. Who knew? Was that your ad break, the Red Bull situation? You gotta love it. I just can't wait for the Progressive commercial for Barbie to go away. Or Andy, I think that's his name, Andy or whatever. He's like, I don't think you can. And I'm like, if you drop that line one more time, I'm gonna throw my phone across the room. I would like to tell you, but I don't think I can. It's like, bro, Can we not and say not to do it, please? And thank you. Can we just not do that? I don't think I would mind the ad breaks nearly as much if there is a wider variety of commercials to view, because they get so redundant. And it's not just Twitch. Twitch is really bad, but Hulu does the same thing. YouTube has the same problem. It's like they have like 5 commercials total that they have to rotate through, and it's like, oh my god, can you please stop? NFL is the worst. Like, well, there's the Verizon commercial where the NFL Sunday Ticket commercial where they're like talking in the bushes. That shenanigans. The ones that crack me up are the Wisp commercials that I see a lot on Hulu. And it's like a woman dressed up like a man that's advertising a woman's product subscription service. It's so weird and awkward. So strange. So strange indeed. You can do it. I'm gonna have to come back in and lighten that up here in a minute. We went a little hardcore on the shading on that tower. Some things are okay to go hardcore on. That one, not so much. A little bit goes a long way sometimes. I absolutely love, if you guys are working with pencil, this little guy. This is the, it's the little focus. It's not gonna focus. But it's a little bitty, tiny, circle, round eraser. And it gets in all those little itty bitty spots. It's gonna be really cool for the lights too here in a little bit whenever I go in and add the highlights for those. Yep, yep, yep. You like strange ass? A good strange ass every once in a while is okay, I guess. It's better than a funky ass. Here we go. There we go. All right. Too crazy on these background ones because otherwise I'm going to get lost. Shuffle back here. So we're just hinting at some value. Is there itty bitty? Itty bitty! Hinting at the itty bitties. Mm-hmm. I'm fighting the urge to grab a fine liner so badly with this piece because I know that the detail would pop so much more if I came in with like a really tiny fine liner, but I don't wanna because that would take so much longer. So I'm just trying to feel comfortable with the detail that you're able to get with just a pencil. Which sometimes is pretty good all on its own, but man, this particular type of drawing, because there is so much architecture and there's so many like tiny things, that it would be so like leveled up to the next level if I took a fine liner to it. And maybe I'll come back and revisit it with a fine liner someday. It just won't be this particular day. I see the potential. There's some really cool stuff to happen. But right now we're just going to work within the means of the medium. Drawing small is your current weakness? Really? I've been liking the pieces that you've been dropping in the Discord. That's been really cool. I didn't recognize the Dale drawing though, the springy dude. What was his name? Rubber Bando? That is something that I have never seen before in my life. It's very interesting though. You said it was part of the cartoon? Was that the Rescue Rangers? Or was that just like classic Chip and Dale stuff? It was a one-off episode of the Rescue Rangers. Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say it had a Rescue Rangers vibe to it, and I know that's kind of like your time era niche to kind of play around in. So I assumed that it was Rescue Rangers. But I wasn't 100% sure. Interesting indeed. Okay. It's been so long since I've seen any of those cartoons. I remember them fondly. And it's actually funny, you'll have to help me with the names. The gummy bear that always wore the blue hat with the feather in it. What was the name? I can't remember it at the top of my head. Tummy. Yes, Tummy was my absolute favorite of the show. And this will put a time frame on my age. When I was in the first grade, second grade, somewhere in there is when I had my tonsils taken out. And of course at that time it was you had to stay the night in a hospital and that kind of thing for them to watch you. Now they just take them out and send you home kind of thing. But when I was in the hospital, my dad brought me a stuffed animal of Tummy. And so that was like one of my favorite stuffed animals for a long time. So, yeah. Core memory unlocked with all the gummy bear action floating around in the Discord recently. And I'm kind of loving it. No, don't you dare apologize. That's wonderful. No, it was great because that was a memory that I hadn't thought of in a long time, and your art kind of brought that back up to the surface, so that's a wonderful thing. Don't you dare apologize for that. That's wonderful. And I think that's part of the reason why I enjoy doing fan art, and I'm sure you guys can also relate, is because of those cherished, core memories. Cyber Techno, how's it going, dude? This drawing's looking great. Thank you so much. We're having fun doing it. It's part of our SciFiTEMBER challenge, and today's word was vibe. So it's not any specific movie or anything. It's just a world that lives in our futuristic sci-fi hearts. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. I'm doing awesome. We're doing awesome. We were talking about our childhood memories being unlocked by the artwork in the Discord recently. Our friend Mice and Ducks here loves drawing gummy bears and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers and all those things. Does comic books and stuff too. And I was just telling him about a memory that I had of the gummy bears. And how I had a stuffed animal when I was in the hospital getting my tonsils taken out. That was of me getting a stuffed animal of a gummy bear. Tummy, specifically. It was super cute. Super cool memory. It makes you feel all warm and gushy inside whenever you think about stuff like that. Get all those memory feels. I mean, obviously, I'm not super excited about getting my tonsils removed. I mean, I'm thankful now. I don't have to deal with them. But, the whole family love vibe that comes along with the situation. You can get those on eBay for $30 if you want it again. That's fair. And that's actually kind of cool to know. Logging that in my memory banks for later. I don't think I'll be purchasing them anytime soon. But I do have a soft spot in my heart for nostalgic toys of my past. I currently, behind me, have a totally hair Barbie that's chilling on my desk. That was mine from childhood. I just absolutely adored her. She was the coolest Barbie I had. And it's super 90s. Like, you can't get any more 90s than Totally Hair Barbie. It's like the top selling Barbie doll of all time. Her hair has seen better days. Actually, how long ago? Probably like 10 years ago. Whenever my mom brought over the big Barbie tote that she had stored in her attic for forever and ever. I went through and I went through all the clothes, got rid of some stuff that was really like rotten and gross. Cause plastic only lasts so long. And so you've got to get rid of a few things. And that was kind of the hair restoration process was part of that. And so I got out like the fabric softener and the boiling water to keep the hair from frizzing so much, and then you have to like meticulously comb through and hopefully pray for the best. And it actually did help quite immensely bring her back to life a little bit. Okay, we've got a highway thing system going on here. We're gonna insinuate that there's some kind of structure happening with that. There we go. Actually, the line detail is actually showing up much nicer on the camera. It's so weird how it looks different in real life than on the camera. Like, it's really quite different. I'm just telling you guys. I wish I could show you the difference, but it's kind of like, just wait and see until it posts on Instagram and you'll see how different it actually looks. But that's okay. That's okay. One of these days I'll have a big girl tabletop camera. We're gonna have an ad break coming up here in just a few. That's what it tells me anyways. Spheres inside of this thing. There we go. Hey. Okay, there's a small sphere here. And there's a window space. And then that kind of all gets colored in. Holy moly. Welcome back from that ad break. Hope it wasn't too painful. Really like this little cutout area. It's a little sphere thing. I don't need to black out. There we go. Doop 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 doop. Kind of a tricky building because you don't want to completely black out the spheres. But you still have to show some shade for shape. Which makes things kind of interesting. Alright. Beautiful. I kind of like that. And then this is going to be a city street thing. That's the side of the building. We're making it. We're almost to the big building. Ooh. We may go a little over tonight, but that's going to be okay. Let's black out this part. Yeah, that looks good. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, bum. Okay, this is another street that comes flying through here. So we're gonna need to make up another, like, support thing. And since it's a little bit closer to us, we can put a little more detail in it. If we want to. And we'll insinuate another one being back here. But not as detailed. So this is going to have stuff like that in it. And then of course it's not completely flat on underneath. That looks good. And then we're going to black out the open areas. That'll be good. That looks nice. And then this is part of the building. Okay. Cool. All slotted. Light texture thing. That looks nice. Are you guys working on anything while you're hanging out? Tell me what you're doing. I know you're not fully in trance. What's happening? Cyber Techno! Thank you. Cool story about the Badger song. Thank you for that sub, by the way. You're a freaking rock star. The Badger song. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Holy shnikes. Cyber Techno. What in God's green earth just got into you? Oh my god. You just gifted 10 subs? Bro! Okay, so let's see who got these. James Dean, Not Green Bag, Molly B, Ceramics, Mr. Blu-ray, Fatal Foxtrot, Con, Tim Conrad, the co-creator of SciFiTEMBER, totally just got a gifted sub. Rainwing, Ambird Art, and Kess 021. Holy mother of God. We still doing schoolwork? Heck yeah. Bro. Cyber, you are too much, dude. You are too much. Thank you so much for that. Yeah. Okay, so while we're badgering, I'll tell you the story. The Badger song turned 20 years old last weekend. And if you guys don't know this already, I know I've said it several times on stream before, but Mr. Weeble, the creator of the Badger song, streams here on Twitch. He also did the Narwhal song, if you're not familiar. And he completely took the Badgers and 3D animated them into a new thing. It's really cool. Oh my gosh, I freaking love the Badger song, you guys. Badger. Oh my goodness, Cyber Techno. You are a legend. You have riddled my brain into a level of shock where I cannot properly form full thoughts at this point. So if that was your goal, you totally nailed it. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's shade some building. Let's throw some shade around, shall we? Love the Badger song. Absolutely. Wow. Let's see where we're gonna put these lights somewhere in here. Carly Cartoons will do the animation for the song, which is so cool of them to do that. Yeah, she worked with him on and there's if you go to the Mr. Weeble Facebook page, he posted the finished video for the 3D updated Badger song thing, which is kind of almost like an interview, but there's like animated clips and stuff where there's like art inspired by the different styles of art in art history and whatnot. And he even like references back to like caveman times and stuff. And members of the art community that hang out with him actually created some of those like cubism and so there's a Mondrian one and like cave painting kind of stuff where those were like community people came together and kind of helped him make some of the pieces to put in there. So it's just like, okay, just knowing that little nugget of knowledge just makes that whole situation even cooler than it already was in the beginning. But there's like this this rock and roll badger that has like long hair, and he's like standing on top of a cliff. And he's like completely remixed the song. I wish that he would make like a full length video of just the animation. Now I know that would take forever, but it's just kind of like little snippets and highlights of like the different renditions that he worked on, which was such a cool little moment there. Okay, this is like the underbelly of like this big disc, and it's actually really dark. So we're gonna darken this out, and then we're gonna use the eraser to come back in and put the lights back in where they go. So let's do that. Blow that off for a sec. That looks really weird. All blacked out like that. Okay, then we're gonna come back in here. And this is the my rectangle eraser, which I really like too. This is gonna be perfect for what we're doing. Look at that. Oh, it's magic. It's magical. Eraser tricks with pencil. That's really cool. And then we're just gonna do like a half a light here to insinuate that it continues going on forever and ever. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Couldn't have done it any better. Very well executed. Well done. I just realized that was very arrogant. Sorry. Sometimes you just gotta give yourself a high five. Right? I did it! Alright, this is going to be darker at the top. So it's got this big thing. It's also going to curve around, so it's going to be darker under here. And then it'll kind of meet in the middle. And then we'll come back in and do the similar light trick with the eraser. That looks so strange on the stream. I hate the little eraser dusty things. It's kind of fun. Just darkening that up just a tiny bit between the lights. Kind of help them shine a little more. I like that. Yep, that looks good. They were kind of big and kind of running into each other, so that kind of helped differentiate a little. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. Don't want to put my hand on the city parts that we've already drawn, because that would not be good. That'd be bad, okay? I don't know what this song is, but it's cracking me up. Mama got me, yeah. Whatever that means. Whatever that means. I am done with your schoolwork. Way to go. Good job. Ooh, ooh. Okay, that little bit's dark, and then this lower part is really light. Which means the edges are kind of darker. And we're just kind of there we go. Yep, you gotta stay on top of that schoolwork. It piles up really quick if you don't. My kids struggle with the same thing. My daughter had to stay home from school last Friday because she wasn't feeling too well. And so now, today and yesterday, she's been playing catch up. Ah! Hi, Jeeves. How's it going? Hi, Jeeves. You're good. I haven't seen you in a while. You've been busy. That girlfriend life, man. Congrats, dude. Been busy? You been working a lot? Traveling too. Nice. Nice. Did you go out of the country? Where'd you been traveling to? Just like locally traveling, or? I'm gonna be nosy as all get out. Tell me all the things. Were you working with a like a concert production thing? Is that what you were doing? You were out of town for a wedding. Oh, okay. It was just in your province. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. How do I want to properly do this? I'm not going to black out the entire sky, but I am going to insinuate that it is a darker... Time is it? 12:04. We are coming close to the end of our stream tonight, you guys. And I think that we have done some awesome work getting this sci-fi land created. Doing DJing, photography, videography. Bro, you have been working your ass off. So we're just gonna lightly darken this background. We're not gonna go full ham on the graphite spill. Weddings are very stressful once you're finished. It's a relief. Yeah, oh lord. That's why I only want to ever do one wedding in my whole entire life. Because I know all about that. I may come and smudgy this sky to flatten it a little bit. Because I don't really want to have all this texture in the sky. That may be... I haven't done any real smudging for this particular piece. I am going to leave the sky a little bit lighter around this moon. And I know I don't need to color the fringe, but it bugs me if I don't. So, just humor me. Okay, so we're going to... little circles to kind of smooth that sky. Time to get the fingies. Get the fingies in there. Looks pretty good. Just a nice soften. Guys, check this out. I'm here for this. Okay, hold on. We got a little bit of road that needs to be... Ooh. Have you been? I've been good. I've been good. Just busy. You know, the usual busy. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just the usual busy. It's football season. So this pom mom is running all over the place, keeping up with practices and fundraisers. And speaking of fundraisers, if you guys like crock pot meals, I can hook you up with a cool deal that'll fundraise. That's a fundraiser for my kid. It's actually in my Discord channel. And they ship, which is brilliant since all my friends live inside my computer and not in the same state as me. So if you guys want to ever support a kid, what are you cheering to? We are cheering the football team on. That's what we're cheering. Yeah, Tree Smoker, if you want to take a look, you can. It's in the... Did I put it in the whatever, I think? The whatever chitty chat? Yeah, it's in there. If you just scroll back a little bit. Check it out. If you wanna. No pressure. No pressure! Never any pressure. Only in the good spots. Yeah, they have like these meals where you just have to like buy the meat if it requires meat. Like there's dips and soups and all kinds of other stuff in there, but they'll like send you like all the other stuff for it, I guess. I don't know. It's a new thing for me. But you're welcome to check it out. Let me know. Alright, I think we're about there. At least for tonight, we're there. I think I'm happy with this. I'm gonna take a picture of it. My poor fingies all dirty. But yeah, you guys, we have I hope this is enough sci-fi vibe. I think we nailed it. Let's see who's on the live streams. It looks great, thank yous. Thank you. Let's see who's on the streams. Who's left? Ooh, we can raid Uwu if he's still on. Let me double check. Ooh, he is. We're gonna raid Uwu, you guys. Josh Uwu is rad. So, I'm gonna take a really super duper fast picture because, you know, sometimes artists require other artists to pay the art tax. So let me take a picture of this real quick. Whenever you raid. Oh my god, this art looks so much better on this camera. I'm debating. Okay. It's not the same. Okay. Alright. I love you guys. I would appreciate it if you guys would hang out for the raid. Josh Uwu is who we're going to be targeting this evening. He's a lovely creative. If you're not already following him, please hit the button when we get there. If he does amazing art, and he also has movie nights every weekend on his stream, and he is really good. Thanks for a great stream. Thanks for being here and hanging out. I absolutely love having you guys here. Josh. Ooh. If I can type it correctly. There he is. Alright. I'm going to start this raid, get it fired up. You guys, we'll be back on Friday, continuing our SciFiTEMBER. What is the the prompt that we're working on? For... Is it Platinum, I think? Platinum or download? What is Friday? Friday's the 8th. So yeah, Platinum. So I'll have to think in my brain what it is that we're going to be doing for Platinum on Friday. So make sure you guys hang out. Come back, 9:30 Central Time. We will be rocking out some more sci-fi goodness. Make sure you give Josh Uwu tons of love. Tell him I said hello. I will come over there with you, obviously. But yeah, give him all the good vibes and flood him with emotes and whatnot. I'll see you guys later. Bye.